Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and Pokemon fans of the world, it is go time with the one and only Mega Crasher. With that being said, let's just jump right into this. So we are on the Pokemon Go Hub website, and as you are seeing right here, ladies and gentlemen, Regirock, Regice, and Registeel have been added to Pokemon Go network traffic. What on earth could this mean, you might ask? Well, let's go ahead and let's scroll down here, and let's get into the juicy stuff. So, in a recent stream from popular traffic miner Trails, I think that's how you pronounce it. I do apologize if I butchered the pronunciation. I'm just going to call you Charles, okay? The next legendary has been greatly hinted at. The Regice, Registeel, and Regirock models are now in the game. Below, we can look at the different models now added into the game, and let's see. Oh wait, you can't click on these? Okay, well hopefully these are big enough for you guys, but as you're seeing right here, we got Regirock. Man, oh man alive, I absolutely love Regirock, and I gotta say honestly though, out of the three Regis, Regice is probably going to be the most meta-relevant, if I'm going to be completely honest, and here's why. Regirock, although is a very, very solidly sturdy Pokemon, number one, it can't make any good use of its solid defense stat because of the fact that you can't put legendaries in gyms. So that kind of rules out a big selling point of this Pokemon right here, although that does mean that it can take hits when it's in battle, but that's about it. And also not to mention the likes of Rhydon, the likes of Golem, and, well, especially now Smackdown, Stone Edge, Tyranitar completely steamroll past Regirock. So Regirock is more of a novelty than anything, but you know what? It's still a really good Pokemon, and you know what? I'm going to be using it when it does come out, and if I manage to get my hands on one, that is. So coming up next, we have Regice, and I absolutely love Regice. I love his design. I love that it's a pure ice type as well, but the thing is here is that this Pokemon is going to be the most offensively oriented in my opinion because of the fact that ice is such a really good offensive typing. It absolutely destroys the likes of flying, ground, dragon, grass, you know? Like, you got so many Pokemon that are so meta-relevant that shiver in fear when it comes to ice types, you know? Yeah, here's looking at you, Dragonite, so there you go right there. And last but not least, we got Registeel. So here's the thing, right? Is that Registeel is the coolest design out of the three and has the best typing defensively out of the three. But the problem is that this Pokemon's stats are not going to be very favorable in transition to Pokemon Go because of the fact that, you know, when you work out its stats in the main series games and then compare them to how they're used in Pokemon Go, Pokemon can be vastly different, you know? And Registeel, even though is the best Regi out of the Regi trio, and if you include Regigigas as well in the main series game because of its awesome defensive prowess, but you know what? In a game like Pokemon Go where defense doesn't really mean that much, if not anything at all, Registeel is going to fall pretty damn flat on its face as it's going to be completely outclassed by other Steel-type Pokemon. But you know what, though? You know, I still love Registeel, and I'm going to do everything I can to get myself 100% IV of one of those bad boys. So with that being said, let's keep on going right here. So with this in mind, we can firmly believe that after a long wait, we will be getting the Regi Trio as raid bosses when Kyogre leaves tomorrow on the 21st at 1 p.m. PDT. So if you guys haven't yet got a shiny Kyogre, well, oh man, tomorrow's going to be your last crack at it, man, and unfortunately, you know, if you got to work and stuff like that, that's going to be really, really bad to swallow, you know? The shiny versions have also been added, just like the rest of the legendaries in the game. So this does not mean that they will be shiny Regis upon their first release. But here's the thing, though, is that you never ever know, right? Because during a rerun, possibly, they could be released shiny. To prepare for these monsters, we suggest you look at our raid guides. You can also look at the stats of the Pokemon in our database site by clicking the sprites. So, as you see right here, you know, if you guys want to have a deeper look, then, you know, here you go. You can click on Regirock, you know, for guide what to use against it. I'm going to say flat out right now, use fighting types. Regis hate fighting types, like Regirock being a rock type, Registeel being steel, Regice being ice type, they all fall flat to fighting. So spam your Machamps, spam your Hariyamas, you know, spam your Blazikens. Like, these things are going to just absolutely be crushed to pieces by fighting type Pokemon. But with that being said, though, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep on going. We're almost done right here. It's meant to be a quick little video here. However, these Pokemon will not serve for much in the metagame, as they are awful attackers and serve mostly for defense. And here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, is that if we highlight here, serve mostly for defense, again, I bring you back to what I said earlier in the video, where legendary Pokemon cannot be placed in gyms, so that kind of takes away a very big selling point of the Regi trio, because they're meant to be defensive behemoths, but problem is, you can't put them in the gym, so that kind of takes away, like, 85% of what they're meant to be used for in the game. As we all know, legendary Pokemon cannot be used as gym defenders, so their high defense will serve for nothing. Unless the game changes the gym system in the future to allow one legendary per gym, these Pokemon will have to stay on the bench, or unless they actually implement something called Super Gyms, where you are allowed to place legendary Pokemon and can have up to 6 legendary Pokemon in them, but can only have legendary Pokemon to battle and legendary Pokemon to use as defenders. I would love to have a gym like that, you know? That would be absolutely phenomenal. And that is where the Regi trio would be able to thrive without a shadow of a doubt. Now, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude this quick little video here. I certainly hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next upload.